The Earth is a planet of incredible diversity, with landscapes so surreal that they seem more like scenes from a science fiction movie than real places you can visit. From otherworldly deserts and vast salt flats to crystal clear blue lakes and fiery craters, some destinations on Earth challenge the imagination and make you question whether you are truly standing on our planet. These locations are sculpted by forces of nature over millions of years, or sometimes by human hands with such precision that they defy logic. They ignite a sense of wonder, offering experiences that feel alien, almost as if stepping onto another world entirely. For travelers seeking the extraordinary, these places provide a glimpse into the unimaginable diversity and creativity of nature. Today, we will talk about these destinations don't look like Earth. So, before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. One of the most iconic destinations that seems to come from another planet is Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia. Covering over 4,000 square miles, it is the largest salt flat on Earth, but after rainfall, it transforms into a vast mirror reflecting the sky. Standing on this reflective surface, the horizon disappears completely, and the sky seems to stretch endlessly below your feet. Photographers often describe it as stepping into infinity, where every step challenges your perception. The flat, shiny surface creates optical illusions that make it nearly impossible to tell where the Earth ends and the sky begins. Walking here feels ethereal, and watching the sunrise or sunset turns the entire landscape into a palette of vibrant pastels, making it one of the most visually astonishing places on the planet. In Iceland, the highland region of Landmannalaugar feels like stepping onto a distant alien planet. This volcanic region is characterized by mountains of multicolored rhyolite, hot springs, and lava fields. The unique minerals in the mountains create a kaleidoscope of colors, from rich reds and oranges to soft yellows and greens. Thick plumes of geothermal steam rise from the ground, further enhancing the alien atmosphere. Hiking through this region is like wandering through a living painting where the environment seems almost artificial, yet it is entirely natural. Each bend in the trail reveals a new combination of colors, textures, and geological formations that are impossible to replicate elsewhere on Earth. Lake Natron in Tanzania is another destination that challenges all notions of normalcy. This salt and soda lake is highly alkaline, with waters so caustic that they can calcify birds and animals that die in its waters, preserving them in eerie perfection. The lake itself reflects brilliant shades of red and orange due to microorganisms that thrive in its extreme conditions. Flamingos gather here in enormous numbers, their pink feathers contrasting dramatically against the red waters and barren surroundings. From a distance, the lake appears as a molten alien landscape, and walking along its edges provides an unforgettable feeling of being on a completely different planet where life has adapted to unimaginable extremes. Moving to the deserts of Chile, Valle de la Luna, or Moon Valley, in the Atacama Desert offers landscapes so surreal that they seem extraterrestrial. Jagged rock formations, massive sand dunes, and salt-encrusted flats stretch as far as the eye can see. The erosion of the rocks over millions of years has created unusual shapes that resemble sculptures from an alien civilization. As the sun sets, the colors shift dramatically. Reds, purples, and oranges spread across the valley, producing an otherworldly glow. The absence of vegetation and the dry, cracked ground add to the sense of alien isolation, making it easy to imagine that you have left Earth entirely. In Turkey, Pamukkale provides another example of a location that seems impossible. The terraces of brilliant white mineral deposits formed by thermal waters cascade down the hillside like frozen waterfalls. The turquoise pools appear almost artificially placed, and the contrast between the sparkling white formations and the deep blue water is breathtaking. Walking barefoot across these terraces is a unique sensory experience. The smooth, warm mineral formations combined with the therapeutic water make the location feel both surreal and magical. Observers often describe it as a landscape out of a fantasy novel, yet it is entirely natural. China's Zhangjiajie National Forest Park is a place that seems to defy gravity. Towering sandstone pillars rise from the forest floor, often shrouded in mist that gives the illusion they are floating. These vertical cliffs, sculpted by erosion over millions of years, create a visual experience that is almost impossible to comprehend from photographs alone. Walking along the park's suspension bridges and elevated pathways, the perspective shifts constantly, and the pillars appear closer, farther, or even suspended mid-air. This park served as inspiration for the floating mountains in the movie Avatar, and visitors often feel as though they have stepped into a completely different dimension. In Japan, Hitachi Seaside Park transforms seasonally into an alien-like landscape. Millions of Nemophila flowers bloom in spring, blanketing rolling hills in an uninterrupted sea of bright blue. In autumn, kochia bushes turn vivid red, creating a landscape that seems digitally enhanced. The uniformity and scale of the colors make the hills appear almost CGI-generated, and walking through them feels dreamlike. The park's immense scale combined with the vibrant seasonal colors transforms it into a living artwork that feels entirely removed from Earth's usual green landscapes. For a more extreme experience, Turkmenistan's Door to Hell crater presents a fiery spectacle unlike anything else on the planet. This natural gas crater has been burning continuously since 1971 after geologists accidentally ignited it to prevent methane from spreading. The glowing flames, surrounded by the barren Karakum Desert, create a scene that looks like the entrance to a mythical underworld. Visiting at night is particularly surreal. The roaring fire illuminates the desert, and the heat and light create an alien atmosphere. It is a vivid example of the planet's raw, untamed forces in action, challenging any conventional idea of what a landscape should look like. Antelope Canyon in Arizona, USA, is a natural marvel that looks almost sculpted by a fantastical hand. The twisting slot canyon has walls shaped by thousands of years of flash floods, forming flowing, wave-like patterns in red and orange sandstone. Sunlight streams through the narrow openings above, creating beams that illuminate the canyon in a mystical way. The curves, shadows, and light combine to make it difficult to distinguish the top from the bottom, giving the impression of walking inside a surreal painting. Visitors often describe it as a cathedral of light and stone, where every step alters perception and perspective. Finally, the glaciers of Perito Moreno in Argentina create a stark, alien landscape of ice and deep blue crevasses. The vast ice fields stretch for miles, punctuated by jagged edges and frozen formations sculpted by natural forces over millennia. The sheer size and scale of the glacier, combined with its dynamic movement, make it feel alive and almost extraterrestrial. Hearing massive chunks of ice calve into the waters below adds to the sense of standing on a planet where nature operates on a scale and intensity unlike anything else experienced elsewhere. Each of these destinations reminds us that Earth is far stranger and more beautiful than we often realize. They challenge our perception of reality and evoke feelings of awe, wonder, and humility. Whether it's a reflective salt flat, a fiery crater, a towering forest of stone pillars, or cascading terraces of white mineral deposits, these locations seem almost unreal but are entirely natural. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.